I'm Russian and Arabic in one man. Hot weather, cold temper, never understand. Living in the Middle East because we all the same. Love to do combino, then to smoke Mary Jane. We all wear Adidas, it's feel like a soul. When we watch Real and Barca screaming goal. Pump, hookah, drink, vodka, spicy olive oil. This is just for party, Akbar, rock and roll, yalla. I'm a Soviet refugee singing for salam. Old school, new talk, na ivrit gum. Never care about identity, just want to live. Grandmother told me always stay positive. We all little hummus, we got strong physics. When we're watching Zlatan do some crazy tricks. We are half black people dancing ishi tricks. Call me DJ, Miska, zaspin the Matrix, yalla.
Why are trans people targeted? Colonialism marketing. The right for us just to exist shouldn't be an argument. Catch us walking down the street, flowing, glowing, sparkling, resisting against the system. Our existence is a monument. Men want to touch us, but behind closed doors. Love us in secrecy, don't we deserve much more? I'm not your experiment, like new worlds to explore. Nothing's new to us, cause we were here before. Which culture you think invented gayness? I could never tell you cause it's ancient. Transphobia isn't native to First Nations. Homophobia is white supremacy invasion. You must have respect for the ancient ways. I bet you're still hoping this is just a phase. I knew I was trans at an early age, coming out the womb when they misgendered me. You can't circumvent our happiness. Trans bodies have our beauty is immaculate. We are accurately, passionately fabulous. And wherever we exist is miraculous. Having pride is nothing without inclusivity. They're trying to criminalize us just for being me. All these anti-trans bills, they hate us willingly. Transphobia rooted in white fragility. And all this started with colonization. Saw diversity of gender, then they started to hate us. Indigenous people, we had a different arrangement. And now we hate ourselves like some self-discrimination. Trans bodies are like temples I could see you worshiping. Trans bodies sentimental, more beneath the surfaces. Trans bodies love each other and the love is permanent. Trans bodies will prevail and you cannot circumvent. You can't circumvent our happiness. Trans bodies, how our beauty is immaculate. We are accurately, passionately fabulous. And wherever we exist is miraculous. Why are trans people targeted? Colonialism, marketing, the right for us just to exist shouldn't be an argument. Catch us walking down the street, flowing, glowing, sparkling, resisting against the system. Our existence is a monument.
I don't mean to approach it by saying this. I know that scares you. All of the big occasions you might have missed. No, I accept you. I don't need to know reasons. I think you sometimes forget all the very best. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I think your inside is your best. I started to drop in your eye. I never thought I'd see you cry. Just know whatever happens, so long it's okay to cry. I see the truth through the lies. Even after all this time, just know that nothing to hide. It's okay to cry, so okay to cry. It's okay to cry, so okay to cry. It's okay to cry, so okay to cry. I remember one time you were lost. I came to find you. And I knocked on your front door. That was you I never seen before. And I saw the magazine you were reading. And I read the page. If I had just one single wish I could have said this. It's okay. I started to drop in your eye. Never thought I'd see you cry. Just remember it's okay to cry, so okay to cry. Through the lights, even after all this time, just waiting for nothing to hide. It's okay to cry, so okay to cry. Words inside you, feels like never thought I'd see you cry. Just know that the hurts it's so long. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. I see the truth through all the lies. Even after all this time, whatever it is, just know it's alright. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry.
Ding dong, ladies. It's your daily transphobia alert. Yeah, here you are. Here you get it. Yeah, it's your daily transphobia alert. Ding dong, ding dong. Hi. Transphobia alert. Here you got it. Here is your symbol of transphobia. You love it? Huh? Yeah, ooh. You wanna suck it? You wanna fuck it? Gold star lesbian? Oh, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. This is a very cold outfit, so we will listen to another song.
Front of shop. My face is the real shop front. My shop is a fix that front. I'm real when I shop my face. My face is the front of shop. My face is the real shop front. My shop is the fix that front. I'm real when I shop my face. Front of shop. My face is the real shop front. My shop is the fix that front. I'm real when I shop my face. The front of shop. My face is the real shop front. My shop is the fix that front. And I shop my face. My face is the front of shop. My face is the real shop front. My shop is the fix that front. I shop my face. If that's what you wanna do, if that's what you wanna do, if you want it to make them scream, look at me. It's simple, we'll make it easily. If you need something but don't know what it is, shake, shake, shake it up and make it live. You've got and the pop, crazy and the pop, crazy and the pop. If that's what you wanna do, do. If that's what you wanna do, if that's what you wanna do, do. Switch shape in your hand, make it pop, red and white, tomato soup can. If you need that something, and that is really what you want, shake it up and make it this. You got to start that mixture. Take it and let it drip. Roll over, now give the spoon a lick. If you need that something, and that is really what you want, shake it up and make it this. We can get crazy and we'll pop, crazy and we'll pop, crazy and we'll pop. If that's what you wanna do, we can get crazy and we'll pop, crazy and we'll pop. Crazy and we'll pop, if that's what you wanna do. We go up, we get up, mix all up, we go up, whatever you want, that's how we go do. 'Cause we go up, and that's we go do. We jump up, mix it, yeah, such all up, let it drip up, whatever you need, just tell me if you'll go. 'Cause we say, oh, we go, we go, we go. If that's what you wanna do. Shake it up and make it. If that's what you wanna do, do. If that's what you wanna do. If that's what you wanna do. Crazy in the pop, crazy in the pop, crazy in the pop. If that's what you wanna do, we can get crazy in the pop, crazy in the pop, crazy in the pop. If that's what you wanna do. Shake it up and make it. I'm freezing, I'm burning, I've left my home. Take me, I've said to you, I feel. Is it cold? Is it cold? Is it cold? Is it in the water, I'm falling, depths and ends, words turn to smoke. One hand will still come. I can't stand still. Is it cold? Is it cold? I to approach by saying yes. I know that scares you.
Hmm? Didn't really work. Still don't look like a lesbian. So what a pity. What would have my grandma said? It's her dress. It's from the 60s, I think, or from the 70s, or from the 80s when she went to some club. I don't care. Grandma is dead. And here is my non-existing audience of people who don't really watch this for informational reasons. Whatever, I will not talk about my audience because now I'm doing a specific take on transphobia and especially cis lesbian women. And they are the main target of this video. So if you know cis lesbian, then you should probably not watch this, because if you are real normal cis lesbian, you are already offended. Like even I didn't do anything. You saw me in the intro, maybe if you watched it from the beginning, acting like a man and doing bibi, huh? So you already know I'm a man, and I showed you the dildo, the penis. You think was a dildo, but you don't know. So then you were triggered, and then I said it's this is targeted at cis woman, cis lesbian, which also made you very sure that it's a man because it's threatening, so it has to be a man. So yeah, you got it. You're done. You won your Transphobia of the Day award, and now you can just accept that. And if you won't, it doesn't matter because makes me so much stronger, make me work a little bit harder, make me so much wiser. Thanks for making me fighter. Yeah, make my heart beat a little bit faster. It doesn't. It does not. And I don't. Oh, look, I love this pants. My favorite person left it for me here. And now I can walk in her pants. And you see, she's not a transphobic person. She also loves dick. But that doesn't make her transphobic. It doesn't. Oh, this is such great. I love it. I already made so many enemies because of telling the truth and being lovely, playing music, being gentle, explaining things to stuff, helping people, caring, doing all this stuff, like doing everything that's very nice. So yeah, so that's a real good, I really do understand that it makes people very insecure because, you know, trans women, no, 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 no. No, 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 not trans women. Why are you not a non-binary person? Look, you are not passing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why are you not? You could be no, no, maybe not. You cannot be butch. You cannot really be femme because you're not a lesbian and you weren't assigned woman at birth. So there's no space for you in lesbianism. Yeah, no. Ah, so funny. if it wasn't so sad. Again, not really for me, because I'm a social scientist. I'm not, yeah, I'm also a trans woman, but I'm Mrs. Smarty Pants 2001. So it was all a trick. It was all an option to make it a trick. And that's why I'm a white person. So, yeah, as a white person, you don't survive, but you live. You live your life. You fulfill your dreams. And then you choose your options right at the spot. So you are, in a way, always in this uncertainty relation. So you ask yourself, are you an imposter? And the answer is yes, you're a white person. You're an imposter. You are, always, every day. You wake up and you choose optionality, probability, possibility. Yeah, so yes, as a white person, you are by definition an imposter. And it's not a syndrome, it's just that this word finally arrived in this context of white people, and now they think I'm an imposter, and they think it's only because of their jobs and maybe because they're not good enough at their jobs, but it's not. It's a ontological, it's about being. It's not acting like or as in a context of. No, it's being. It's the soul. Like your soul is an imposter. Your heart, your body, everything. Your whole way of seeing the world is impostrous. So you are an imposter. Am I an imposter? No. Why? How can this be? It's a white person. Look at the face. You read some Hegel, G.F. Hegel. Hmm. He didn't have many ideas, not really any of his own, but there's this old idea of the one creating the other, like yin yang, you know? And Hegel took this idea and make it dialectics. And so the Europeans, as colonial as they are, finally could talk about the same stuff that Asian people do, but in a colonizer way. So they love Hegel because he doesn't reference that it's all taken from Asian cosmology or stuff or philosophy or like a lot. Like it's just a very basic principle of how one creates the other and is included in the same, and it blah 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 Hegel, blah blah blah. But yeah, when Alexandre Kojève went to France, I think he was at the École Supérieure Magnifique, Terrifique, wonderful, elitist. And he gave all these lectures to what they now call post-structuralists. Foucault, Deleuze, I don't know, even some others. Julia Kristeva, I don't know if she read this, but even if you go to present day academia like Munoz or I don't know, who is here to mention? Like everybody who hates postmodernism, actually, also, because they would say the same thing. Everybody just read Kojève and they got it wrong because it was only about this dialectic between master and servant. And this is really a short-sighted view of the Superman Hegel. Hegel, he was a superhuman. He was the super guy. He was like Napoleon, but without an army. So you should respect this guy, huh? He wrote a lot of book. He wrote a lot book, big book, giant book. Ding dong, bing bong, Donald Trump. So yeah, Hegel, it's a very stupid person. No, is he? No, is he stupid? No, This sounds ableist, yeah. No, he's a colonizer. So yeah, is that a ethical judgment? I don't know. You decide. Enslaving, raping, killing people. I don't know. Taking their land, taking their history, taking their culture, annihilating everything about them. Is that a moral question? Don't ask me. I don't know. And if you just go on quoting this guy and like think, oh yeah, he's so original. He's the master, the last man standing of European philosophy because before and then it all went down. But I still like Heidegger in a way. And then I read Adorno. I don't understand, but yeah. I will talk about transphobia soon, but now I'm just having some fun with academia before I go back to you, lovely cis, lesbian, cis women, whatever you are. Now I'm having fun with some academia because it will maybe also cause transphobia. Could be because like it's all a loop, everything. If you connect it to patriarchy and think patriarchy is, where's my dildo? I don't care, is the penis. And then you have this loop that you can always use transphobia if you have a assigned male at birth. So we're talking, when I talk about transphobia, I'm sorry, dear trans men, and I know there are a lot of you out there who know this. And I'm sending you all my love and tears and joy because I know you know. And I know you know the struggle, and I know you read Julia Serrano, and I know you understand trans misogyny, and I know that you don't go to Flinter spaces as well. So yes, yes, this is to you, but it's not to those who are not trans men and just do the. I can be a lesbian, I can be butch, then I am again a trans person. I just do it when it's needed. I'm not being offensive and I don't judge you. I just say that this specific type of making a difference, discrimination, is the topic of today. The assigned women at birth want to share their story about how they can be lesbians and trans people at the same time. I'm really happy to hear. And I know it's difficult. So, but like I said, I would suggest if you're really interested in this, not listening to me, but reading Julia Serrano. And I will now go on her website to tell you. It's juliaserrano.com, I think. It's very easy to find. I will go Julia Serrano. Yeah, Julia Serrano. Books. Whipping Girl, a transsexual woman on sexism and the scapegoating of femininity. Sexed Up, how society sexualizes us and how we can fight back. Oh, I don't know. 99 Erics, a cat cataclysm for novel. Sounds very interesting. A decade of transgender activism. It's also interesting. Debunking myths about trans people, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and she did it everything. She did it all. And she's a biologist. She's like the hero of our movement. She's our Gilgamesh. She's the one. She's the one. She knows. And she did all the work. I didn't. I read her stuff. Not all of it, but enough of it. And yeah, don't look at me. Look up Julia Serrano. And then everything I will say now will become very much historically embedded and biologically proven and scientifically true and poetically written and in a strong voice. I did a translation of her poem, Cocky. And because I know a lot of people listening to this talk German anyways, I will give it to you in German. And yeah, we're gonna listen to it in its entirety, and then we're gonna um, talk about it. Let's see if I find it. Oh, maybe I took it out because I was afraid the YouTube algorithm would transphobiaize me because um, they started to put in choose your pronoun just after the Trump government took over, and they announced that Google would now use all the technology to help targeting people with drone attacks all around the world and AI technology. And Google was a Jewish company, Aleph Bet, huh? So now you are the white supremacist people. So if you think that's an historic compromise, like the Zionist people nowadays that are whatever, it's not an historic compromise. It's your end game. So we're gonna listen to Julia Serrano's version of Cocky, which is also much. I think it's even better because, and if you want to listen to it and watch it because she's amazing, you can watch it on YouTube. Just Julia Serrano and Cocky, like the cock. And here we go.
If I seem a bit We're often told that we're living in a man's world, and in this culture, no image represents power more than the phallic symbol. And if the penis equals power, then I am illegally armed. And my body, full of freckles and feminine curves, is like a stealth bomber. I fly just under everyone's radar, but only because they choose not to see me. Only because nobody wants to believe that a sweet, petite, green-eyed girl like me could ever possibly be packing heat. They say it's not the size of the wand, but the magic that it does. Well, after many months on estrogen, my penis is pretty darn small. But she has supernatural powers. She's like some pissed off ancient Greek goddess. My penis changes the meanings of everything. And because of her, every single one of my heterosexual ex-girlfriends has slept with a lesbian. And every guy who hits on me these days could be accused of being gay because my penis bends everyone who's straight. And she can make the most entitled catcallers and womanizers scurry away with their tails between their legs, all because of 6 small words. I used to be a man. And being a transsexual, I realize that most people see my femaleness as a facade, as an elaborate hoax. But I am more real than any of them could ever hope to be. I am real because, unlike them, my gender is not based upon what other people think of me. And that may make me an object of ridicule, but I am not the butt of anyone's jokes because I know that people make fun of trannies because we are the one thing they fear the most. I am more badass than any gangster, more dangerous than an entire Marine Corps. My penis is more powerful than the cocks of 1,000,000 alpha males all put together. Because when a man is defined as that which is not female and a woman is defined as that which is not male, then I am the loose thread that unravels the gender of everyone around me. They say it's not the size of the boat, but the motion of the ocean. Well, my penis gives most people seasickness. She makes them dizzy because most people are not secure enough in their own masculinity or femininity to survive a night in the sack with me. My penis turns simple sexual pleasures into political acts. She turns biological impossibilities into cold, hard facts. My penis is the curiosity that you've been told will kill your cat. See, my penis can be deadly, especially to me. And I've heard almost every true crime story about what frightened macho boys do to trannies. Every bludgeoning and mutilation, bodies beaten beyond recognition. And I've imagined it all happening to me, first person. And every time I get up in front of a crowd to perform one of my outspoken word pieces, I can feel myself morph into a slow moving target. And after the show, When I walk back to my car, I'll be holding my breath, half expecting that inevitable blow to the back of the head. And sometimes I wonder why it hasn't happened yet. And sometimes I wonder why they don't just get it over with. And sometimes I just wish I was dead. I wish I was dead. See, I never wanted to be dangerous. And I spent most of my life wishing I didn't have a penis. And I used to hate my body for not making any sense to me. And these days I often hate it for being so in between. And some mornings I can barely get up out of bed because my body is so weighed down with ugly meanings that my culture has dumped all over me. See, I've been made to feel shame and self-loathing so that everyone else can take comfort in what their bodies mean. And if I seem a bit cocky, it's because I refuse to make apologies for my body anymore. I am through being the human sacrifice offered up to appease other people's gender issues. Some women have a penis. Some men don't. And the rest of the world is just going to have to get the fuck over it. And if I'm destined to be the loose thread that unravels the gender of everyone around me, then I'm going to pull and pull and pull and pull until everyone is exposed, until they all finally see that all along, they were merely wearing the emperor's new clothes. And I know that people don't like it when I turn the tables on them. What the hell else am I supposed to do? Play a hand that was dealt from a deck of cards that was stacked against me? And if I seem a bit cocky, it's because I've spent my entire life being backed into a corner. And like a frightened animal, pumped full of adrenaline and sick of hunger and hiding, I'm finally desperate enough to come out fighting.
So, I think you have to let this sink in. And yeah, because there's a lot to say to that. And I don't know how to go on, because actually that was so much that. But I will play this song because I think it really fits.
If you don't get sick, you're gonna go to hell. Oh, shit, so bad. He's probably chasing you around the room.
Lightning never strikes anymore, but I can't make it rain because it would only lightning again. Lightning never strikes anymore, but I can't make it rain because it would only cause me pain. 'Cause you don't love me yet. You don't love me yet. I just won't forget. Because you don't love me. You don't love me yet. I have my start, but I never had begun. Because without you, my life is unsung. I have my start, but I don't have a part. Because without you, it only breaks my heart. 'Cause you don't love me yet. You don't love me yet. I just won't forget. Because you don't love me. You don't love me yet. yours to be. 'Cause without you I'm not here. 'Cause without you we would never do. 'Cause I can't think what life would be like without you. 'Cause you don't love me yet. You don't love me yet. I just won't forget. Because you don't love me. You don't love me yet. Because you don't love me. You don't love me yet. Oh no, you don't love me. You don't love me yet. Oh no, you don't love me. I'm in a one-room apartment located in the basement under the Polish National Church. It used to be a club, and then a mental health outpatient clinic. Now I call it home. There's a king-size mattress in the middle of the room, with me and a big fat lead singer from Canned Heat finish up an afternoon of incredible.
Nah, did you swallow or did you spit it out? Oh, you fucking cocksuckers, huh? Ass fuckers? What are you, huh? Turfy turf girls, huh? Turfy, turfy, turfy. You like that word? Turfy? It's the wrong term because there's nothing feminist about it. So why should it be called turf? There is no feminism in it. It's just radical transphobia. So it's women practicing radical transphobia, or maybe just transphobia cis women, or I don't know, just transphobic women, hate group, radical feminists, lipstick lesbians. What kind of trans woman hating species are you? The I just watched Princess Charming, or now, for those who will be very offended, just do sapphic pop and go back to the old ways of the Greeks. So yeah, or just you run a regular Flinter space in Germany. It's called Flinter space, and now everybody will say, "Oh, Xenia again, this person who lost her mind, and now talking about her being discriminated against. Why? That's not the purpose of being." What again? What's not the purpose, huh? Of what? Of feminism? Yeah, it actually is the purpose of feminism. Because, like I told you from the academic perspective in the beginning, feminism is samely based on the same dialectical principle of master and servant. Oh, now I get some news, maybe. What is going on? Ah, it's a friend of mine. It's also a trans person. But I will say it for you, all you transphobics. He has a penis. So, so what's the difference between what I will say and what Julia Serrano just said? What's the difference? Because she said she's a lesbian, didn't she? Didn't she say that? Didn't she? Didn't she? And you remember her saying that? She said, me as a trans woman, I am a lesbian. Now is the part where I will chop into the non-existent trans female community, which is not existing. It's not there. And if you maybe yourself have issues with like what the eugenicists call multiple discrimination, like black woman or refugee woman, or like, I don't know, non-German or woman or Jewish woman or any kind of that, you will find there is no community. Community and bubbles are for privileged people. They have community. And the people who realize that they will just be depressed and lost in these communities, because it's not their communities, but it's a place where people tolerate you. And despite everyone kind of in the left scene has read some kind of anti-racist book, they never got the point that it was always a very formal and abstract approach. But maybe you're all anti-Semitists, maybe, because you don't always think concepts are specific. They mean something very specific. But like I pointed out with Hegel, it's not specific, it's abstract and formal, Asian style. And this is old school root of what they now call anti-Semitism. It was not about Jewish people, it was about the people from the East, because they were effeminate and they weren't, even though they were civilized, they didn't have a binary system, yin yang. They had a dialectical system, which is also able to produce patriarchy, but it never takes away the memory, because it's not Hegel. In Hegel, he's an accelerationist like Elon Musk, and so that's the difference. The yin-yang thing, it's not, in German the word is Aufhebung, that's what Hegel uses, Aufhebung. But he is too fascinated by being the Prussian crown prince of Germany, so he misuses his own words, because if you lift something up, it's not changing. And if something is like here in my drawing here, like something is, I don't get the right term in English, it's embedded in something, it's also not changing. And so if you say Aufhebung in Hegel, it's a state, it's not changing, there's no progress in it. So it really doesn't help for the European colonial cause. So what does the good philosopher who wants to be the Superman do? He just screws his own brain, and then he invents progress. Doesn't make any sense because there is no ontological progress. There is a lot of progress in work, do progress. But here, in your mind, ontology, no, no progress, never. Back to the transphobia people. I know them, they are everywhere, and I know that they already know that I talk about them, and they already hate me. So I have nothing to lose. Really, I don't. I really don't, because like some people feel insecure and some people feel hated, but I I get it all. I get the whole flower pot of every kind of hate. And it has many reasons, like people are afraid, or people are insecure, or people just don't want to admit they're transphobic, or I don't know, they just maybe just don't like me. That's also okay. Or they think I'm too loud, or obnoxious, or weird, or psycho, or sociopathic, or incalculable, or whatever. Like there are many ways, like, but I think the root of the problem is always transphobia, because that is why they feel so secure in their hate, like everyone. It's not because everything I do is actually not, if I would just say I'm a man, everything would be fine, because then I would get back into their white feminist hierarchy, which is we are the women and you are the stupid men. This is 80s feminism. And yeah, it made sense in the 50s, in the 70s. Then the feminist movement won and became the Green Party. Now feminism is in Germany, just talking Germany here now, is a neoliberal, whitewashed, non-militant, non-existing movement. If you are a feminist and a white cis person in Germany calling yourself a feminist, now you can be very offended again by truth. You are Alice Weidel. You are just a binary, colonial, right-wing accelerationist, like Elon Musk. And that's why she loves Elon Musk. And now you can say, oh, Alice Weidel, she also said, and all the men are in control. Are they? Are they in control? Do you know any movies about Shoah, Auschwitz, Holocaust? You remember? You remember the women? Do you really think that the mothers of Germany were not in their hearts part of the Schutzstaffel, the SS? Even if they didn't go to war like themselves, because they call it, how is it called? Yeah, like Arbeitsteilung, like a compartmentalization, compartmentalization of work. I always ask myself, oh, I have many questions still. I have a lot to learn, but some things I already know. And I know that the cis lesbian revelation of the last years is the same as the turf revelation. There is no difference. And it's all made up by patriarchy. And so, yeah, I think it shows that I have one person watching this right now live. That's very interesting. I didn't even know that it shows that. So, yeah, welcome, one person. You want to listen to my rants, my anger, and totally irrational ideas about transphobia, which I just made up by research and talking to the people who actually have this thing, no? Who actually are the victims of cis women doing transphobia all the time. And I'm not talking about men, cis men as victims of patriarchy. Because like in a very general sense, yeah, sure. If you are revolutionary, which nobody is, maybe some people, yeah, there are people, I'm sorry, yeah, there are revolutionaries, yeah, let's fight, yeah, we're gonna win, bam, bam, bam. But revolutionary friends, we're gonna win. Yeah, it's gonna be great. We're gonna win, and it's gonna be amazing. But now I'm still in this middle phase. Like it's kind of the prelogomena, how they call it. Like it's a forward. It's just an introduction to give everyone a good chance to remember that they are bad people. Because I know that I'm a bad person. I have no worries about that. I know I'm bad and racist, and I'm also transphobic and sexist and misogynist and colonialistic and maybe even rapey. I don't know. I don't think so, but I certainly did things in my life which were based on more guessing than active consent. So yeah, I won't do it again because I feel like it doesn't help. And but yeah, but maybe you did too. Maybe you were drunk and touched someone and you thought maybe they would like it, but maybe they didn't. And maybe they just went along, and you will never know. And if you use the very, very open bracket of rape, I think we are all rapists, like everyone, because it's rape culture. That's how we grow up. It's patriarchy in action. It's rape culture. It's not, again, it's not just child's play and never growing up and thinking, oh, I can be a good person forever. No, you're not. Like me, I am not a good person. I did many things wrong in my life. I offended people. I threatened people. I did say bad stuff. I was too angry. I was backed against the wall. Sometimes I was just in a mood. Sometimes I took some mind altering substances and stepped on people's feelings. Sometimes I touched people because I thought it would be funny, but it was arrogant. Sometimes I tried to help people around me who were very bad, so I also helped the bad, so I was bad myself. Hmm. I protected men from feminism, which is at least ambivalent. I maybe it's also very bad. You can have it. I don't care. I don't care. I forgive myself and I change. That's how I do it. I don't sit here and think essentialistic bullshit like if you ever do wrong, you are wrong. No. What word is that even? What word is it? What kind of imposter, weird, naive thing is it? And if you are naive, you can be a child. That's very okay. And you can also be a child every time of the day and just say, I don't know. You can do it. It's all right. You don't have to get rid of your inner child or integrate your inner child or do anything of that. Because there is no children. They're just people. It's just all people. So it's just a shade of your soul. It's nothing that you grow out of and then you grow up. No. Adultism is the term for this if you want to be a very specific left wing know it all. And it again ends up being what I always say, a eugenicist concept. Women and children first. It's not because they love the children, because they want to reproduce patriarchy. So, Phew. It's a lot, and I think